Hello everyone and welcome to the latest episode of Book Time with Elvis with me, Mark. And today I have a new tag for you, an original tag I hope, and it's inspired by my new buddy from my first buddy read, Summer at Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats. She said someone should make a tag dedicated to book recommendations, so I thought I would give it a go. Rather than just listing a load of genres, I thought I would try and come up with prompts based on certain situations and books you might want to read in those situations. The list, of course, is not set in stone. You can do what you want. You can leave some out. You can certainly add some more. I'd be very happy if you add some more prompts to it to make the list longer. And I would think that it might be a good idea if we use a hashtag. So I thought we could go with the hashtag BookTube recommends. So BookTube recommends should be the hashtag. So all the videos will go into one place, and then people, if they're interested in finding out what their favorite channel recommends that they read in certain situations, they would be able to go to that playlist and find out some books to fit certain situations. I hope that makes sense. So let's give it a go. I've got, I think, around 20 prompts. I'm not going to answer all of them because I can't. So, for example, I'm not a big fantasy reader. So although I've written the prompt for it, I wouldn't really be able to recommend any. I just put some things in there, as I say, for everyone. You can do as many of them as you want, and certainly please add to them. It would be great, because I think in a lot of these videos we're getting recommendations, but they're not just like, set recommendations according to perhaps different situations. So we start off with what to read when, and then each prompt follows through. So what to read when you are relaxing on the beach. Well, I haven't done this very much, of course, recently, and haven't done it for a while. In fact, the last time I was sitting on a beach, I read The Sea in Sardinia by D.H. Lawrence, and it was all right. Would I recommend it? Yes, why not? I did actually quite enjoy it. It's a short read, and I think it fits well with sitting around on a beach. Next, it's a cold, dark and wet winter's evening. Well, for me, I would like maybe some kind of mystery. I would go with a series, the Shard Lake series by C.J. Sansom. For me, these are just, I can lose myself in these books, and I think they're perfect for that kind of environment. Next, what to read when you're on holiday in, and here you can choose any place you like. I will choose... See, I should have thought about my answers, not just thought about the prompt. So I guess if I was on holiday in, let's say, Venice, then I would read the book Venice by John Julius Norwich. It's a history of this most remarkable city, so that's what I would recommend. What to read when you have an unexpected few minutes free. Maybe I'll pick up the book I'm actually reading at the time, of course, and try and read a little bit of that. Or I will maybe read a few articles on the internet. Or if I've only got a really short time and I want to get something started and finished, I will pick up a short story. And at the moment, I am diving in and out of Nobody Writes to the Colonel by Gabriel Garcia Marquez. So this is full of a few short stories, and I would recommend this if you have a few minutes free. What to read when you want to leave your usual reading comfort zone. Well, certainly I've been doing this since I've been on BookTube, and I would go with one of the books I'm reading now, actually, for maybe Midrash, which is The Liar's Gospel by Naomi Alderman. Certainly wouldn't be my usual reading, but I'm really enjoying it. So there you go. Book about religion, and also a fairly controversial one at that. What to read when you want to read about the life story of a lesser-known person. For this, I will go with the book Wolfram by Giles Milton. This is a biography of his father-in-law, who became quite a well-known artist, but it follows his youth, growing up in Nazi Germany and being a member of the Hitler Youth and the Volkssturm during the Allied invasion of Germany. And it's a very interesting and well-written book, so I would go with that one. What to read when you're in the mood for fantasy? I don't know much about fantasy, so I'll leave that to other people. What to read when you want to be scared out of your wits? Again, I'm not a huge horror buff, but I know plenty of you are, so I'm going to leave that one as well. What to read when you want to be moved? So I mean, in this case, like being moved emotionally. I'm trying to think, actually, what would be a good book that I would recommend if you want to be moved? Probably... So, want to be moved. I would go with The Shadow of the Wind by Ruiz Zafón Carlos, or Carlos Ruiz Zafón, rather. You see, I had to cheat there and think of something. I should have thought about that before I got, but I know many more of you will be much better prepared than I am. What to read when you are a dog or suitable alternative person? Well, I'm definitely a dog person, so I will go with a book I really enjoyed. That was also quite moving, actually. It's called War Dog by Damian Lewis, not the actor. And it's the story of Ansis, a German shepherd, who was the companion of a Czech flyer during World War II, and it's a very lovely book. What to read when I am visiting your home town, state, region, country, etc.? Well, I will go with my adopted home, which is here in the Czech Republic, and I will take the country as a whole, and I think you should read The Good Soldier Švejk by Jaroslav Hašek, because I think it's a very important book, both to the country and perhaps a way of maybe looking at how the Czechs view themselves, perhaps as well. And it's also it's entertaining as well. What to read when you are feeling down? Well, whenever I'm feeling down, I like to pick up something funny, of course. And for me, that would be perhaps anything by P.G. Wodehouse, of his Jeeves and Wooster series, or although I've said it a million times, I'll go, of course, again with Three Men in a Boat by Jerome K. Jerome always lifts me up. What to read when you are feeling adventurous or feel the onset of itchy feet? Well, I love reading travel books. I would go for anything by Paul Theroux. I particularly like riding The Iron Rooster. It's a great book about his journeys by train through, at the time, the USSR and the Trans-Siberian Express. No, apologies, riding the Iron Roosters in China. Gosh, oh my goodness. The Great Railway Bazaar is what I'm thinking of. There you go. But they're both really good anyway, so excellent. What to read when you need to read to keep a child occupied? Well, I don't have any children. I am a teacher, though, so perhaps I should know. I would read them a good story. One I really liked when I was a kid was The Silver Sword, about this boy. I think he's with his father, and they find a silver sword in the ruins of maybe it was Warsaw in Poland. I can't remember the author, but I'll write it down below. And that really, I found that to be a really interesting book for children when I was a child myself, though it might of course be a bit outdated these days. What to read when you are feeling amorous, or you're in love, or you want to read about love? It's not my usual thing to read about, actually. So perhaps I will leave that one as well for people better qualified than I am. What to read when you've got the history bug, either fiction or non-fiction? I shall go with some non-fiction. I think Empires of the Sea by Roger Crowley is an excellent history book about the onset of the Ottoman Empire and the battles between the Habsburgs and the Ottomans at sea. and the culmination in the battle for Lepanto. It's a really great book. Also his book 1453 about the fall of Constantinople is a fantastic book that reads really much like a narrative and gives some amazing anecdotes about the goings on at the fall of Constantinople. What to read when you have murder in mind? Well, I do like a good murder mystery. Most of the murder mysteries I do read these days are historical fiction, and I will go with one that I've mentioned several times, the Pericles Commission, ancient Greek series by Gary Corby, which follows a young man called Nikolai and Diometer, his girlfriend, as they go through different aspects of life in ancient Greece, trying to solve murders as they happen. But it's a very, very good series, and I really recommend it. What to read when nostalgia strikes you? For me, that would be Treasure Island by Robert Louis Stevenson. Love this book, and for me it holds a lot of nostalgic, it's very, very nostalgic for me, I should say. What to read? Well, I suppose the next two are a little bit jokey, really. What to read when you want to come across as intelligent? Well, I've been trying for a while now. I'll go for Dr. Samuel Johnson's dictionary on that one. If you do watch my Wordy Wednesdays, you'll know what I mean. Okay, and the last one, what to read when you need to fall asleep quickly? Well, I'm sure some big textbook or instruction manual will do the job there. Though coming to my mind immediately, something that would send me to sleep would be, I think I might as well stick with the kind of strong dislike I have for this book. I might as well carry on the theme and say that certainly if I was forced to reread Norwegian Wood by Murakami, then I'm pretty sure that reading only a few pages would send me to sleep fairly quickly. Sorry to those who are fans. Anyway, it was a bit of a rush job. Like many people, of course, very busy at the moment, especially being back at school. But I wanted to try and put something out there. And although my version might not be particularly good, I know many of you will do a fantastic job with this. And please, as I say, add your own prompts. So I should tag a few people. I will tag Steve Donahue, of course. I will tag Brian at Bookish. I must tag Summer at Cozy Reading with Quaker Cats. I'll tag Kelly at Books I'm Not Reading, Hannah at Hannah's Books, Roz at Scallydandling About the Books, Sina at Beating Around the Books, and Jeremy Fee, and who else? Aaron Facer, and Jim at Jim's Books Reading and Stuff, if I remember that rightly, and anyone else who wants to do it. There you go. So thank you very much for your time. I hope it's at least an interesting idea for a tag, and I look forward to seeing what everybody else does with it. So wish you all a very lovely remainder of the weekend, and look forward to seeing you next time. Take care. All the best. Bye-bye.